Welcome to the Captivating Home YouTube channel, where we bring you the most enchanting home and garden inspirations. Today, we're diving into the Cottagecore Garden aesthetic, a dreamy and nostalgic garden style filled with lush, overflowing blooms that create a fairytale-like atmosphere. If you love the idea of a charming, nature-inspired retreat, this video is perfect for you. We'll explore the best flowers to bring this aesthetic to life and help you craft your very own cottage garden paradise. Before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell so you never miss our latest home and garden inspirations. We love sharing ideas to make your living space magical, and your support means the world to us. Give this video a thumbs up if you adore cottage gardens, and let us know in the comments which flowers you'd love to add to your dream garden. Now, let's get started on this enchanting floral journey. One. The essence of the Cottagecore Garden aesthetic. The Cottagecore Garden aesthetic is all about embracing the beauty of imperfection, where nature grows freely, yet harmoniously. Unlike structured and modern landscapes, cottage gardens feature overflowing flower beds, climbing vines, and whimsical pathways that make every step feel like an escape into a storybook world. This aesthetic brings a sense of peace and romance, making your garden not just a space but an experience filled with charm and nostalgia. To create this ethereal garden style, it's important to focus on a mix of colors, textures, and layers. Combining vibrant florals like roses, lavender, and foxgloves with rustic elements such as vintage garden furniture or weathered stone pathways enhances the aesthetic. The key is to let nature take the lead while thoughtfully curating plants that blend beautifully together, creating an inviting, dreamy escape right in your backyard. 2. Romantic roses, the heart of cottage gardens. Nothing embodies the Cottagecore Garden aesthetic more than roses. These timeless blooms bring a sense of romance and nostalgia, perfect for a dreamy garden setting. Old-fashioned varieties like David Austin roses, climbing roses, and heirloom tea roses flourish in cottage gardens, filling the air with sweet fragrances and adding layers of lush petals to your floral retreat. Whether climbing over an archway or spilling from a rustic trellis, roses are a must-have for any cottage garden. To make your rose garden thrive, plant them in a sunny location with well-draining soil and plenty of organic matter. Pair them with companion flowers like lavender, peonies, and delphiniums to create a dynamic and visually stunning space. Mixing different shades, soft pastels to deep reds, adds depth and contrast, making your garden feel both romantic and effortlessly natural. With proper care, your roses will flourish year after year, creating a true fairy tale garden. Three, wild and whimsical, Foxgloves, Delphiniums, and Hollyhocks. To enhance the whimsical charm of a cottagecore garden, tall, swaying flowers like foxgloves, delphiniums, and hollyhocks are essential. These flowers bring vertical interest, making your garden feel like a secret paradise bursting with color and life. Their towering spires create a sense of movement and elegance, while their soft petals and pastel hues contribute to the storybook feel of a traditional cottage garden. These enchanting blooms thrive in sunny or partially shaded areas with well-draining soil. Foxgloves and delphiniums are excellent for attracting bees and butterflies, while hollyhocks add a vintage, old-world charm to fences and garden edges. Planting them in clusters creates a wild, natural look, evoking the feeling of a hidden, magical garden where nature flourishes effortlessly. The secret to success? Let these beauties grow freely while ensuring rich, fertile soil for continuous blooms. Four, fragrant elegance, lavender and sweet peas. No cottagecore garden aesthetic is complete without the soothing scent of lavender. This classic cottage flower is not only beautiful but also practical, offering calming aromas and acting as a natural pest repellent. Its soft purple hues and bushy texture create a wonderful contrast against other floral varieties, making it a perfect border plant or pathway accent. Lavender's low-maintenance nature makes it a favorite among cottage garden lovers. Another must-have for an authentic cottage garden is sweet peas. These delicate, climbing flowers bloom in a variety of pastel shades and release an intoxicatingly sweet fragrance. Perfect for trellises, fences, or garden arches, sweet peas bring a romantic and nostalgic feel to any space. They thrive in cooler temperatures and love rich, well-draining soil, rewarding you with continuous blooms throughout the season. Together, lavender and sweet peas create a serene and fragrant garden haven. Five, creating a cozy atmosphere with rustic garden decor. The cottagecore garden aesthetic isn't just about flowers, it's also about crafting an inviting, cozy atmosphere. Adding rustic decor like vintage garden benches, antique birdhouses, and handmade wooden trellises can enhance the overall charm. Winding stone pathways, wicker baskets filled with cut flowers, and softly glowing lanterns contribute to the nostalgic, romantic feel that makes a cottage garden so special. The final touch? Personalization. Whether it's a cozy garden nook with an old-fashioned wooden swing, a small tea table surrounded by blooms, or a charming picket fence covered in ivy, these little details make a big impact. Cottage gardens thrive on whimsy and character, so let your creativity flow. The more you infuse your space with heartfelt, rustic touches, the more it becomes a true escape into a timeless, floral wonderland. Six. The magic of climbing flowers, Wisteria, Clematis, and ivy. One of the most enchanting elements of the cottagecore garden aesthetic is the use of climbing flowers to create a whimsical, overgrown effect. Wisteria, Clematis, and ivy are perfect choices for covering garden arches, trellises, and fences with a cascade of dreamy blooms and lush greenery. Wisteria's hanging lavender blooms add a fairytale-like ambience, while Clematis brings colorful, delicate petals that change with the seasons. These climbing beauties thrive when given proper support and care. Wisteria loves full sun and deep soil, while Clematis enjoys cool roots but sunlit blooms, making it ideal for pairing with low-growing plants like hostas or creeping thyme. Ivy, on the other hand, offers evergreen beauty, perfect for adding depth and contrast to floral displays. Letting these plants climb freely transforms any space into a romantic, enchanted hideaway. Seven. Charming pathways, stone walkways, and natural borders. A cottagecore garden is more than just flowers. It's about creating an experience, and pathways play a crucial role in this aesthetic. Stone walkways, gravel paths, or rustic stepping stones lead visitors on a magical journey through the garden. Unlike modern structured gardens, cottage pathways should feel organic and inviting, guiding you through winding trails lined with flowers and herbs. Natural borders such as lavender, chamomile, or creeping roses soften the edges, making the paths feel like they've been there for centuries. Using moss between stepping stones adds a wild, untouched charm, enhancing the garden's natural look. Whether leading to a cozy reading nook or a floral archway, These pathways turn your garden into a living fairy tale, drawing you deeper into its beauty. Eight. Seasonal blooms, ensuring a year-round cottage garden. A true cottagecore garden flourishes all year long, with seasonal blooms ensuring constant color and vibrancy. Spring welcomes daffodils, tulips, and lilacs, setting the stage for a lively, fragrant paradise. As summer arrives, roses, peonies, and daisies take center stage, filling the garden with warmth and romance. Each season brings a unique charm, allowing you to enjoy nature's beauty in every phase of the year. To maintain a year-round display, plan your garden with a mix of perennials and self-seeding flowers. Autumn blooms like asters, chrysanthemums, and sedum provide rich colors, while winter garden elements, such as holly, evergreen shrubs, and dried hydrangea heads, add texture and contrast. With thoughtful planning, your cottagecore garden remains enchanting no matter the season, offering endless inspiration and joy. Nine. The role of wildflowers, a natural, untamed beauty. Wildflowers are the soul of a cottagecore garden, bringing an effortless, untamed charm that feels both nostalgic and fresh. Unlike traditional garden flowers, wildflowers like poppies, daisies, cornflowers, and queen anne's lace grow freely, creating a meadow-like atmosphere that attracts butterflies, bees, and songbirds. Their natural beauty enhances the organic, unstructured feel of a perfect cottage garden. The best part? Wildflowers are low maintenance and self-seeding, meaning they'll return each year with minimal effort. Mixing them with structured cottage garden plants creates a delicate balance of cultivated and wild beauty, making the garden feel as though it naturally bloomed into perfection. Whether sprinkled along pathways, in garden beds, or as a wildflower meadow, these blossoms bring vibrancy and life to any space. Ten. Garden nooks and hidden retreats, creating a secret haven. A cottagecore garden isn't just about flowers, it's about creating a personal sanctuary within nature. Cozy nooks, hidden seating areas, and vine-covered pergolas transform an ordinary garden into a magical retreat. A simple wooden bench tucked beneath a flowering tree or a swing wrapped in climbing roses invites moments of peace, reflection, and connection with nature. Adding elements like fairy lights, vintage lanterns, or rustic garden furniture enhances the dreamy aesthetic, making your garden feel like a hidden paradise. These small, intimate spaces allow you to fully embrace the cottagecore lifestyle, where slow living and nature intertwine beautifully. Whether for reading, sipping tea, or simply enjoying the sounds of the garden, these retreats turn your space into a storybook escape right at home. (11) The beauty of edible cottage gardens, herbs, fruits, and vegetables. A cottagecore garden isn't just about beauty, it's also about functionality. Edible gardens filled with fragrant herbs, juicy fruits, and homegrown vegetables bring a sense of self-sufficiency and old-world charm. Imagine stepping outside to gather fresh lavender, rosemary, or mint for tea, or harvesting wild strawberries and heirloom tomatoes for a farm-to-table experience. These elements add both practicality and enchantment to a cottage-style garden. The key to a seamless edible garden is integrating these plants naturally within floral arrangements. Marigolds, nasturtiums, and chamomile not only add beauty but also attract pollinators and repel pests. Raised beds, woven baskets, and trellis vines keep the space visually appealing while maintaining its rustic charm. A well-planned edible garden is a perfect blend of nourishment, fragrance, and aesthetic delight, making every moment in your garden a rewarding experience. (12) Water features, the sound of serenity in a cottage garden. The soft, soothing sound of water enhances the tranquility of a cottagecore garden, making it feel even more magical. Whether it's a vintage stone fountain, a babbling brook, or a small koi pond, water features bring movement and relaxation to the space. Birds and butterflies will be naturally drawn to these areas, adding to the garden's enchanting and lively atmosphere. Choosing the right water element depends on the garden's layout and size. A small birdbath tucked among flowers creates a charming focal point, while a pond lined with water lilies and floating blossoms evokes an untouched, storybook-like ambience. The presence of water encourages mindful moments and peaceful escapes, making your garden not only a visual delight but also a sensory retreat. "13. The Enchantment of Moon Gardens, a nighttime floral wonderland." A cottagecore garden isn't just beautiful by day, it can be just as mesmerizing at night. A moon garden is designed with pale, luminous flowers and fragrant night bloomers that come alive under the moonlight. White roses, evening primrose, jasmine, and moonflowers glow softly in the dark, creating a dreamy, ethereal landscape that feels almost otherworldly. To enhance the mystical allure, add soft lighting, flickering candles, or solar lanterns that cast a warm, golden glow over the space. The scent of night-blooming jasmine and angel's trumpet fills the air, making evening strolls through the garden a truly magical experience. A moon garden allows you to enjoy the cottagecore aesthetic 24/7, turning your space into a romantic, nighttime retreat. "14. Cottagecore Garden Wildlife, inviting birds, bees, and butterflies." A true cottagecore garden is a haven not just for humans but also for wildlife. By planting bee-friendly flowers like lavender, echinacea, and sunflowers, you create a sanctuary for pollinators. Butterflies are naturally drawn to buddleia, verbena, and milkweed, while birds love the shelter provided by fruit trees and climbing ivy. The garden becomes a living, breathing ecosystem full of movement and melody. To further welcome wildlife, add rustic birdhouses, wooden bee hotels, and shallow water dishes for drinking and bathing. Allowing some areas to grow a little wild and untouched provides safe spaces for small creatures to thrive. A thriving cottage garden is one where nature coexists harmoniously, offering not only visual beauty but also an environment where life flourishes naturally. "15. The timeless allure of an ever-evolving cottage garden." One of the most captivating aspects of a cottagecore garden is that it's always evolving. Unlike formal gardens, which require strict maintenance, cottage gardens embrace growth, change, and natural expansion. Plants self-seed, new blooms emerge, and vines weave their way into unexpected corners, making each season a fresh experience. This organic, ever-changing nature adds to the garden's mystical, untamed beauty. The secret to keeping your cottage garden enchanting is patience and creativity. Allow plants to find their own way, but gently guide them to maintain balance. Experiment with new flowers, charming decorations, or small, cozy hideaways to keep your garden feeling personal and full of life. No two cottage gardens are the same, and that's the beauty of it. Each one is a reflection of its creator's heart and soul. Conclusion: your dream cottage garden awaits. The Cottagecore Garden aesthetic is more than just a collection of flowers. It's an experience, a feeling, and a way to reconnect with the simple beauty of nature. From romantic roses and whimsical wildflowers to charming pathways and secret hideaways, every element contributes to a magical and nostalgic atmosphere. Whether you have a sprawling backyard or a small garden nook, you can create a space that feels like it belongs in a storybook. Thank you for joining us today on Captivating Home. If you loved this video, be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss our next inspiring home and garden ideas. Leave a comment below and let us know which flowers or features you'd love in your dream cottage garden. And don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up to support our channel. Until next time, may your garden be blooming and beautiful.